Welcome, green thumbs and design dreamers, to Backyard Oasis Inspo, your go-to channel for transforming outdoor spaces into personal paradises. Today, we're stepping into a world of timeless charm and unpretentious beauty as we explore rustic farmhouse garden ideas. This style is all about creating a space that feels like a warm embrace, a nostalgic nod to simpler times, and a heartfelt connection to the land. It's where practicality meets poetry, and every corner tells a story. Before we wander down these charming garden paths, please take a moment to like this video if you're excited to learn more. Subscribe to our channel for a regular dose of backyard inspiration, and perhaps share in the comments what initially comes to mind when you think of a rustic farmhouse garden. We'd love to hear your first impressions. The rustic farmhouse garden aesthetic is rooted in a philosophy that celebrates the beauty of imperfection, the value of heritage, and the joy of a life lived in harmony with nature. It's a departure from rigid formality, inviting instead a sense of relaxed abundance and lived-in comfort. Imagine a garden that feels both productive and picturesque, where the lines between a working garden and a beautiful retreat blur seamlessly. This isn't about meticulous manicuring. It's about fostering an environment that feels authentic, welcoming, and deeply personal. It's a style that whispers of history, of generations tending the soil, and of the simple pleasure found in cultivating life. At the heart of the rustic farmhouse garden are natural materials. Think weathered wood, with its rich patina telling tales of sun and rain. This wood finds its way into charming picket fences, sturdy split-rail enclosures, rustic arbors groaning under the weight of climbing roses, or pergolas offering dappled shade. Natural stone is another key player, forming quaint pathways that invite leisurely strolls, or low walls that define garden beds with an earthy elegance. Galvanized metal, often showing a bit of age, appears in the form of watering cans, buckets repurposed as planters, or even stock tanks transformed into unique garden features. Reclaimed bricks, with their varied colors and textures, can create beautiful, character-filled patios or path edges. The planting style in a rustic farmhouse garden is often reminiscent of a classic cottage garden, but with an added emphasis on productivity. It's a joyful jumble where flowers, herbs, and vegetables grow side by side in harmonious profusion. You'll often find heirloom varieties of vegetables, chosen for their flavor and history, mingling with fragrant herbs like lavender, rosemary, and thyme. The flower selection leans towards old-fashioned favorites. Think rambling roses, cheerful sunflowers, stately hollyhocks, delicate cosmos, and swathes of daisies or black-eyed Susans. Fruit trees, perhaps an apple or a pear, and berry bushes laden with sweet treats are also common, adding to the garden's bounty. Plantings are typically informal, with soft, curving lines rather than strict, geometric patterns, creating a feeling of natural, unforced beauty. When it comes to structures, simplicity and functionality are key. A charming, slightly weathered shed can serve as a potting station or tool storage, blending seamlessly into the garden. Potting benches, often made from reclaimed wood, become a focal point for gardening activities, adorned with terracotta pots and vintage tools. Arbors and pergolas, as mentioned, not only add vertical interest, but also provide support for beautiful climbing plants like wisteria, clematis, or climbing roses, creating enchanting, fragrant canopies. Furniture in a rustic farmhouse garden prioritizes comfort and simple charm. Weathered wooden benches invite you to sit and stay a while, perhaps nestled under a shady tree. Rocking chairs on a porch overlooking the garden evoke a sense of peaceful contemplation. Adirondack chairs, with their classic, relaxed design, are a perfect fit. Simple wooden tables, perhaps paired with mismatched chairs, create an inviting spot for outdoor dining. These pieces often feature a distressed paint finish or are left to weather naturally, enhancing their rustic appeal. Wicker or rattan furniture can also add a touch of country comfort. Decorative elements are what truly bring the rustic farmhouse garden to life, imbuing it with personality and a sense of history. Look for vintage finds and repurposed items. Old tools, like a rusty pitchfork or a collection of antique trowels, can be displayed as garden art. Enamelware pitchers or basins can be used as planters or simply as charming accents. Terracotta pots, in all their earthy glory, are a staple, whether new or beautifully aged with moss. Lanterns, either oil or candlelit, add a magical glow in the evenings. Hand-painted signs with quaint sayings, charming birdhouses, or the gentle sound of wind chimes made from natural materials all contribute to the welcoming, homespun atmosphere. The key is to choose items that feel authentic and tell a story, avoiding anything that looks too new or mass-produced. The color palette of a rustic farmhouse garden is drawn from nature itself. Earthy tones dominate, rich browns from wood and soil, various shades of green from foliage, and soft grays from weathered stone and metal. Muted colors like soft blues, creamy whites, faded reds, and pale yellows often feature in painted furniture or accessories, adding a touch of gentle color without overwhelming the natural beauty. Of course, the flowers themselves provide vibrant pops of color, from the deep reds of roses to the bright yellows of sunflowers, creating a lively yet harmonious scene. As we explore these charming elements, which aspect of the rustic farmhouse garden speaks most to your heart? Is it the blend of edibles and ornamentals, the use of reclaimed materials, or perhaps the cozy, lived-in feel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're finding inspiration on how to bring this timeless style to your own backyard, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more backyard transformations from Backyard Oasis Inspo. The feelings evoked by a rustic farmhouse garden are truly special. There's a deep sense of nostalgia, a longing for a simpler, more connected way of life. It fosters peace and tranquility, offering a sanctuary from the hustle and bustle of the modern world. There's an undeniable connection to the land and the changing seasons, a rhythm that grounds and soothes the soul. This style radiates warmth and hospitality, making everyone feel welcome and at ease. It's a garden that doesn't take itself too seriously, inviting you to relax, unwind, and simply be. The benefits of embracing a rustic farmhouse garden style are numerous. It's an inherently sustainable approach, with its emphasis on natural, often reclaimed materials, and the practice of growing your own food, which reduces food miles and packaging. These gardens are often wildlife-friendly, attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies with their abundant flowers and providing shelter and food for birds. Because it embraces imperfection and personal touches, a rustic farmhouse garden is always unique and deeply reflective of its creator. It has a timeless appeal, meaning your garden won't quickly fall out of fashion. And, of course, the very act of gardening, of nurturing plants and connecting with the earth, is incredibly therapeutic and rewarding. If you're considering incorporating rustic farmhouse elements into your own space, there are a few things to keep in mind. Consider the sunlight and space requirements for the plants you wish to grow, especially if you're planning to include vegetables and fruit. Sourcing materials can be a fun adventure. Explore flea markets, antique shops, salvage yards, or even consider DIY projects using reclaimed wood or other found items. While this style can be lower maintenance than very formal gardens, it still requires care, particularly if you're growing edibles. Remember to embrace imperfection. A slightly overgrown path or a chipped pot is part of the charm, not a flaw. And finally, you don't have to do everything at once. Start small, perhaps with a rustic container planting or a small herb garden, and gradually build upon it as your confidence and vision grow. In essence, the rustic farmhouse garden is a haven of unpretentious charm, a place where productive beauty flourishes and a heartfelt connection to both the past and the earth is lovingly cultivated. It's about creating a space that not only looks beautiful but feels deeply nourishing to the spirit. It's an invitation to slow down, savor the simple joys, and create lasting memories. We hope this exploration of rustic farmhouse garden ideas has sparked your imagination and provided you with plenty of inspiration for your own backyard oasis. It's a style that offers endless possibilities for creating a truly personal and enchanting outdoor retreat. Thank you for watching this episode of Backyard Oasis Inspo. If you enjoyed these ideas and are feeling inspired, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest backyard design inspiration. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.